This is a reading of Brenda's blog titled Cravings You Can't Ignore. Dear ones, perhaps you suspended your interests for decades. Perhaps not. But you now have a need to function outside your expected norms. It's as if you have gifted yourself a magic wand to perform the miracles you longed for, but did not allow yourself to have. In your 3D life, you fit within society the best you could. Maybe you experienced 3D life among those who could barely pay their bills. Or your background was material wealth, but not necessarily heart-centered. Or you experienced a comfortable life with a heart warmth. It does not matter. For most of you reading this material, or listening, have dreams not necessarily consistent with your 3D life. You have tried for decades to meet certain inner needs you cannot explain to others, much less yourself. Wants or desires that seemed outside your skill set that you could not let go. Are those needs from your current life or other lives? It does not matter. All that matters is that those dreams are now fulfilled. You might surprise yourself and others with dreams that have become needs, even though not necessarily important before now, needs that are becoming almost overwhelming, needs that have a purpose you cannot necessarily yet define. Even so, you are allowing yourself to fulfill those dreams in ways you did not expect when you initiated this transition. Those needs are necessary to continue on the path you claimed for your new being. This is not a time of pettiness, shyness, or shame for desiring something that might not have been overly important to you even weeks ago. Some of you have sensed this need or wish for decades, thinking it was interesting but not attainable, as if you read your biography from the end instead of the beginning. An inkling of what you crave at some point in your life. That point is now. A craving that is becoming stronger by the minute. Just as it is no longer necessary for you to caretake others, unless you feel a deep inner need to do so, it is no longer necessary to pretend that this overwhelming desire is wrong or bad. The pieces you pine for is more important than any wants you claimed before now. This desires, is the beginning of your new path. First you claimed yourself. Now you are formalizing your personal journey. It's as if you have reached crossroads in your journey. One road is a country lane that negates your inner cries for specific items or interactions. The other is a swiftly moving highway that leads to what is calling you. Traveling along the country lane is slow and ponderous, forcing you to select items that might ease your needs, but not at the level you wish. The highway is sparkling with fun and excitement. At times, you feel you should take the country lane so you can fit in with whatever 3D experiences you once felt comfortable. While at other times, the highway seems the only logical direction. The intense inner desire for that which can be found on the highway is growing stronger, forcing you in directions that sometimes seem counterintuitive, yet perfectly right. Your crossroads decision is becoming easier by the minute. That which felt wrong yesterday will feel reasonable and correct tomorrow. The next few days will likely find you at this crossroads. At first, it will be almost impossible for you to determine the right direction, until that moment when you just know. Most of you selected the country lane a few weeks ago, believing you could slow your process a bit as you elected to interact with those who do not necessarily agree with new you. But minute by minute, you are breaking out of your new you shell and tossing aside the need to placate or humor others with the just enough 3D you. You are no longer that perfect or nearly perfect 3D human. You are a new being with new powers, including the power to create that which you have dreamed of or needed for eons to continue the ascension path you initiated in this lifetime. Throw off your 3D cape of just enough. Finally accept all that you are, including the need to build a new life in a new world on your superhighway of completion. So be it.